Hello writers, I hope you're all doing well. Today I'm talking about two very unique things: writer's guilt and writer's nerves.
How do you write like you're running out of time? Night day and night like you're running out of time. Every day you fight like you're running out of time. Like you're running out of time. Are you running out of time? How do you write like tomorrow won't arrive? How do you write like you need it to survive? How do you write every second you're alive? Every second you're alive.
As writers, we face some very unique challenges and very unique problems in the world. Problems that are sometimes difficult to explain to other non-writers, people who aren't in our social circle. So in today's video, I'm talking you through two of these problems, us creative types face, and hopefully how to solve them. Full disclaimer before we begin, I am not a doctor or a psychologist. If you're having serious problems, whether they're physical or mental or something else, please speak to a specialist. Also, on this video, my word isn't gospel, forgive the cliche. Some of these solutions will work for others, and some will not. Some people won't even experience these problems or realise these are problems. That's fine, you do you. So the first issue I'm talking about today is writer's guilt. Victoria Grenfell defined writer's guilt as, quote, feeling that you're selfish, idealistic and irresponsible for writing. You could be doing something much more profitable and practical with your time, end quote. So essentially, writer's guilt is feeling guilty because of something you do with your writing. It can be caused by a number of reasons, the most common reason perhaps being you don't feel like you've done enough writing that day or enough writing during a certain time period. Writer's guilt can also manifest itself if you've missed a deadline. It can be formed if you're a writer and you believe your work is horrible or offensive or of subpar quality. Or perhaps, even though you've reached your deadline, you've written work you believe is good, you know that if you tried harder, you could have achieved more. To quote Alexander Hamilton,
I've never been satisfied.
some people don't feel writer's guilt at all. They understand and accept that real life sometimes gets in the way, and sometimes writing has to take a back seat. Other writers understand this fact, because it does happen, but they feel guilty anyway, because even if the circumstances were completely out of their control, still guilty. Now I personally have a problem with writer's guilt. Occasionally, I'll have chill out days where I tell myself that I'll just chill. I'll watch a DVD, or I'll play the PlayStation, or go for a walk, or just go out for the day. And I really look forward to these chill out days. But when they arrive, I feel incredibly guilty for not writing while I have the chance. Or on a normal day, when I'm not editing or not reviewing something or filming, I try to write a good 2,000 words. If I achieve that target, I get to the end of the day and I think, if only I'd written 3,000 words. Of course, I know if I had written those 3,000 words, I'd go to bed that night thinking, if only I'd written 4,000 words. So to combat this, I have productivity breaks. I'll watch one episode of Doctor Who, or play one mini game on a PlayStation, or whatever example you want to choose, and then I will go and do half an hour of writing. I also allow my writing to be awful, especially in the first drafts. There was a tweet on my Twitter profile which was pinned for a good 6 months or so that said, first drafts are allowed to suck. The second issue I want to discuss is writer's nerves. According to the BBC, there is a link between writers and mental health issues. In particular, there's a strong link between writers and disorders that fall under the umbrella of anxiety. The report strongly states that being a writer doesn't cause anxiety, and you don't need to have anxiety to become a writer. Only a fool glorifies suffering. Writer's nerves are experienced by writers who have to talk to either another person about their work, normally an outsider, or read their work to an audience, or go to a social event centred around their book, like a book launch. So for example, I'm feeling writer's guilt for an event happening in December. I'm reading my book out loud to an audience of strangers that number about 50. Because writing is quite a solitary job, it's quite hard to present our work to others. We put our heart and our soul, forgive the cliche, into our work, and it's like showing someone our secret selves when we ask them to read our work. If you want a good example of someone experiencing writer's nerves, take a look at the first video I made for this channel. The link is in the description below. Every writer in the world, J.K. Rowling, Stephen King, a little boy writing away at the back of the classroom, they've all experienced writer's nerves. It is perfectly normal. I find the act of writing itself very therapeutic, and it reduces my anxiety, but not someone reading it out loud. Practice, practice, practice. First time I read my work out loud was in the second week of university. It took me 60 seconds to read 2 sides of A4 paper. You couldn't understand what I was saying. It was like someone had put me on fast forward. I eventually ended up reading my work out loud every week at university. I began to enjoy the experience. Now, for you may not like reading work out loud, but at least for practice, the task might become bearable, if nothing else. I'm planning to use Rescue Remedy for my reading in December to take the edge off me. There's lots of different calming medication you can use. Another one I use is Calms with a K, they're really good. So yeah, those are my advice for writing nerves and writer's guilt. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it's educated you in some way or another. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Take care.